What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into some juicy industry drama that's been blowing up the internet. If you love drama, celebrities, and shocking revelations, then you're in the right place. Because today, I'm going to tell you the crazy story of how 50 Cent leaked Meek Mill's most scandalous video ever, one featuring Diddy and his own sons. This video is so wild, so explicit, that it's a miracle it even saw the light of day. But thanks to 50 Cent's antics, the whole world got to see it. And let me tell you, it is going to blow your mind. Now, before we get into all the juicy details, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when I post new videos full of celebrity tea and entertainment news. I post new videos every week, so you're not going to want to miss out. Alright, are you ready? Buckle up, because this story is a wild ride from start to finish. Let's get into it. It all started with an ongoing feud between two of the biggest names in hip-hop, 50 Cent and Meek Mill. These two have had beef for years, going all the way back to the early 2000s when they were both coming up in the rap game. 50 Cent and Meek have never seen eye to eye. They've constantly thrown shade at each other, made diss tracks, and generally tried to one-up one another at every turn. Their rivalry is the stuff of legend in the music industry, and things took an even crazier turn back in 2021. That's when 50 Cent got wind of a secret video that Meek Mill had made. One that was so explicit and scandalous, it would make your jaw drop. The video in question was apparently shot a few years earlier, in 2018. It featured Meek Mill, rap mogul Diddy, and Diddy's three sons, Christian Combs, Quincy Combs, and Justin Combs. And from the sounds of it, things got downright freaky. Now, the details of exactly what happened in this video are murky. But based on the snippets that 50 Cent eventually leaked, let's just say it involved a lot of, shall we say, adult activities. 50 Cent described it as a freak-off video, and that should give you a pretty good idea of what went down. Needless to say, this was the kind of video that was never meant to see the light of day. It was supposed to be a private, behind-closed-doors affair. But 50 Cent clearly had other plans. You see, 50 Cent got his hands on this scandalous video somehow. And as you can probably guess, he didn't hesitate to use it against his longtime rival Meek Mill. In true 50 Cent fashion, he gleefully took to social media to announce that he had the video and was planning to leak it. He taunted Meek, saying that he was going to expose him and Diddy for their wild antics. And he promised that the video was going to be the talk of the town. Of course, Meek was absolutely mortified. This was clearly a private video that was never meant to be seen by the public, and the thought of 50 Cent leaking it for the whole world to see was the stuff of nightmares. Meek immediately went into damage control mode. He started begging 50 Cent not to release the video, pleading with him to keep it under wraps. He even offered to pay 50 Cent a hefty sum of money to make sure the video never got out. But 50 Cent, being the notorious troll that he is, wasn't having it. He just laughed in Meek's face and said that the video was going to be released no matter what. And true to his word, a few days later, 50 Cent started sharing snippets and screenshots from the video on his social media pages. The reaction was immediate and explosive. People were shocked, appalled, and absolutely fascinated all at the same time. The video was clearly a wild, explicit affair, and the fact that it featured a major rap star like Meek Mill, as well as Diddy and his own sons, made it even juicier. Diddy and his sons quickly tried to distance themselves from the scandal, issuing statements saying that they had no idea the video would ever be released and that they were completely blindsided by 50 Cent's actions. But of course, nobody was really buying it. As the video continued to spread like wildfire across the internet, the fallout was massive. Meek Mill was absolutely mortified and humiliated. This was clearly the kind of thing that could seriously damage his career and reputation. And Diddy and his sons were also caught in the crossfire. They were now facing intense scrutiny and backlash for their involvement in this scandalous video. People were stunned that they would participate in something so explicit, especially with Diddy being a father. The media frenzy was intense. Every entertainment news outlet was covering the story, analyzing every frame of the video and speculating about what it all meant. Social media was also ablaze with commentary, memes, and hot takes about the whole debacle. Meek Mill tried his best to do damage control, issuing statements pleading with people to stop sharing the video and respect his privacy. But of course, that was a losing battle at this point. The video was out there, and there was no putting the genie back in the bottle. Diddy and his sons also went into crisis mode, giving interviews and releasing statements trying to distance themselves from the video and minimize the damage to their reputations. But the public just wasn't buying it. The stain of this scandal was proving to be very difficult to shake off. In the weeks and months that followed, the fallout from the leaked FREAKOFF video continued to reverberate through the entertainment world. Meek Mill, in particular, faced intense scrutiny and criticism. Many of his fans and fellow artists were shocked and disappointed by his involvement in such an explicit video. There were even calls for him to be canceled and have his career derailed. Meek tried to weather the storm as best he could, laying low and avoiding the spotlight as much as possible. He knew that this scandal had the potential to seriously damage his reputation and career prospects. So he hunkered down, surrounded himself with his closest allies, and waited for the public outrage to die down. Diddy and his sons, meanwhile, were also dealing with the fallout in their own way. They faced intense media scrutiny and online backlash, with many people questioning their judgment and morals. There were even rumors that Diddy's business ventures and endorsement deals were being threatened by the scandal. The three Combs sons, Christian, Quincy, and Justin, were particularly hard hit. As young, up-and-coming stars in their own right, they were now saddled with the stigma of this explicit video scandal. It threatened to overshadow their own burgeoning careers and reputations. Diddy, being the savvy businessman that he is, tried to get out in front of the scandal as much as he could. He gave a series of interviews where he expressed regret and remorse over the video, and promised that he and his sons would learn from this experience. He also made a concerted effort to repair their public image and distance themselves from the scandal. But of course, the damage was already done. The FREAKOFF video had already gone viral, and the internet never forgets. No matter how hard they tried to move on, Meek, Diddy, and his sons would forever be associated with this scandalous and explicit footage. In the end, the fallout from the leaked FREAKOFF video ended up having a lasting impact on all parties involved. For Meek Mill, the scandal was a major blow to his carefully cultivated public image. He had worked hard to position himself as a conscious, socially aware rapper who used his platform to speak out on important issues. But now, all anyone could focus on was this salacious video that cast him in a much more tawdry light. Meek's music sales and streaming numbers took a notable hit in the aftermath of the scandal, and he also lost out on some high-profile endorsement deals and collaboration.